All right, I want to show y'all a quick fix, a pro tip maybe on the 500i that I kind of figured out here with the air filter system on this thing that will help it. And it's just me pondering around on different things here to help it out a lot better. But I'm going to show you how I come up with a way to make this thing seal better. So check this out right here. Just undo it, pull it off, and then look right there. You see that piece of foam right there? All that is a piece of thin sliced pool noodle. I just took like a razor knife or something, or a knife, and just cut through it. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick or so. And all it does, you can see where it's been touching right there around the filter. All it does is when you put the cover on, it just pushes against the filter and makes sure it stays seated against it. And I cut, so the hole in the middle of it is normally that big around. Once I cut the piece off and I figured out the thickness that I wanted, I took and cut the center of it out, and there it is. So it's it's kind of spongy. It gives. I cut one a little bit thicker than this one. I didn't like it. I was worried about that it may have pushed a little too much or something, but that's the thickness that I came up with right there. See, it just fell out right there. You can see where it's pushed on it. But all it does is it just holds a little bit of pressure on that filter, pushing it down on that intake right there. That's it, man. Just some good old country boy redneck engineering. You could even take it if you wanted to and put a little bit of goop on the back of it to glue it if you wanted to. You don't have to. Well, I've got it right there. It kind of stays on there, sits on there, and just stick it on there, lock it on. So if you're struggling with keeping it to stay in place, so we got it all the way upside down and it's stuck, just take you some grease and take your finger and rub some grease on the opposite side of what I'm looking at. And that will help it stick to the plastic shroud right there to give you time to get it set in place and locked in where it don't move. So there it is, it's on there. Don't affect it none, no way, no how. So a little pressure on it. Dumb old Cotton Top 3 right here in Mississippi. Are you smarter than a Stihl engineer? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. But I do know that I just helped that thing a lot by doing that right there. Later, taters.